What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a wonderful day today. It is a little warmer here in Nashville, so I'm not complaining about that. I think it's about low 40s, no wind, much warmer than it has been. Before I get into today's video, I wanted to stop and say thank you so much for all the support you've shown on this channel and all the recommendations for bettering your experience in viewing this content. One step that's already been taken to improve, I had a package show up at my door with a microphone. One of my friends was like, bro, get the memo. Your audio is no good. Make it better. So he, in turn, sent me a mic. I thank you very much. You know who you are. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We actually have it hooked up right now, currently rolling. So there is that. For today's video, we're going to head up to the short game area, work on a little chipping. Let's go. Whoa, what is up, y'all? We've got our location. We are just going to grab a few balls here. Go ahead and do that. And grab all the clubs we're going to need today. Going to need the wedge. We do want the pitching wedge, sand wedge, and gap wedge. As you can see, we threw on another layer. We put on the rain gear because it's a little chillier than I gave it credit for when we were sitting in the car. Short game and practicing inside of 40 yards is so important to take your game to the next level. For every hour that I typically spend on the driving range working on my full swing, I'm going to spend 4 hours inside of 40 yards working on chipping and putting. In today's video, I just wanted to show you one way that I practice my chipping. For today's lesson in practicing your short game, I've got 4 different wedges and 5 balls. Each wedge, we're going to hit 5 times to that pin. We've got plenty of green to work with, so each one of these clubs will be okay. I'm a huge proponent of getting the ball rolling as soon as possible onto the green. However, this is just a drill, so our lob wedge is going to fly much further than our pitching wedge will. I just wanted to give ourselves plenty of green to work with once we get to the pitching wedge. This is going to help with your feel because we're hitting the same shot, but with 4 different clubs. So you're going to be able to see where that ball's landing with each club. That way when you get out on the course, you've got a better feel for what each club is capable of. All right, let's get to it. Gonna start with the lob wedge first. It's a little dirty, probably should clean that first. Gonna set the camera up behind the hole to give you a close look at where these balls end up. With the lob wedge, just kind of honing it in, chip those pretty decent, probably about 25 yards away from the hole. We're going to move on to the 54 sand wedge. Quick question for you. Comment in the comments below. What's your go-to club that you use to chip with around the greens? Let's say a fairly straightforward chip shot, nothing crazy. What's your go-to club? Before we go on to my gap wedge, I want to address my setup. So I'm going to show you here real quick. For my setup, I'm going to have my feet pretty close together, kind of flared open just a bit. This is going to help me with my feel and really getting good control of that club face. I'm also going to have about 60% of my weight on my front, 40 on the back. was our gap wedge onto the pitching wedge. That was the pitching wedge there. That was our last club we're gonna chip with today. I hope you could notice the different heights that I was hitting those chips on. I do also tend to put the ball a little further back of middle on most of these style chips. Hope y'all enjoyed this little glimpse into how I practice my chipping. I think this is a great fun drill to work on your feel, to really get a feel for the different clubs in your bag, for the different types of chips that you may face out on the course. This is how you practice if you want to take the game to the next level. The final club we chose there was the pitching wedge, and that was the most proper club to use for this chip shot. You could see by our pattern, well, I already picked up all the balls, but you could see from before, the pattern was the most consistent, and that is the club of choice for me on a chip shot like this. The other clubs were great to give us a feel on the different heights that we're hitting. That way, when we don't have as much green to work with, we know what club to use. Hope y'all enjoyed this little chipping lesson practice time today. I did. This is where I spend a lot of my time when I'm not recording these videos for y'all. This is where the strokes are dropped, where you can get your game to the next level. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see in future posts. Like and subscribe, and you know what? We'll see you when we see you.